In this dream, the Lord showed me a massive earthquake that was going to happen in America. And it was the Madrid Fault. And this was literally, it was the largest earthquake that ever had happened on the earth. And so whenever I saw it in my dream, it happened right by the Mississippi River, and it's like it split the Mississippi River and it made it bigger. And all the bridges that were on the Mississippi River collapsed, and they were all down. And the Lord showed me things were on fire. It was just total devastation where this was. And I could see it. It went clear down to New Orleans area. It went clear up into Chicago area. It was like, it was massive. And all the bridges, like I said, fell. But there was no way for the semi-trucks to go from east to west. So they brought in these bridges that were on the Army. They were like floating bridges, and the Army brought them in, and they put them in all on up and down where the highways were, trying to make it where trucks could come in and out for emergencies. But they couldn't get the trucks from east to west. So they brought in planes, and the planes came in and they flew the food in to cities to get where the semi-trucks couldn't get back and forth. They bring the food in, and they were trying to bring it in on humongous cargo planes, and they were flying it in so that the food could get throughout all the cities still in America. This was another dream. And then the Lord showed me massive helicopters, and they're the Chinook helicopters, and they were flying from the west. And I stood on the back porch in my dream, and I could see, and you could visibly smell fire in the air, and it was so strong that it was like you could, like how you see a haze from the fire whenever there's a grass fire. And so I could see, you could hear the helicopters flying low, and they were all coming like in lines. They were all in lines, and the helicopters were coming from the West Coast and they were going to the East Coast. And it was, where I live is in the central part of America. And so you could hear them coming, and they were so loud because there were so many of them at a time. They're all flying in formation, but there was probably like 30, 40 of them at a time. But it was so much, it would shake the houses. And so you could see, I didn't watch the TV in the dream, but I knew that it was just like a 9/11 event.